All right, Sandra, thank you so much. Let's take you now to a look at Newark Airport in New Jersey as former President Donald Trump expected to head to South Florida today. You see his plane right here. We are told he's expected to touch down in South Florida around 2:40 this afternoon. This ahead of his first federal court appearance in Miami tomorrow. It all comes after special counsel Jack Smith handed down a 37-count indictment last week, all in connection to these classified documents apparently found at Mar-a-Lago in West Palm Beach. The former president made his first public appearance in Georgia and North Carolina this weekend, a day after that indictment was unsealed. Trump denying all of these allegations and plans to stay in the race for president.
You get indicted over nothing. You get indicted over the Presidential Records Act, which they don't even admit. They call it the Espionage Act. I will never be deterred.
And according to a new ABC News poll, about 35% of people nationwide believe the charges are politically motivated, and about half say the indictment was the right move.
Now, despite that poll, one attorney we spoke to argues that this investigation is not politically motivated. Our Caleb Califano joins us live near Mar-a-Lago with what we can expect to happen in court tomorrow. Caleb.
Nathalie, good morning. Well, the legal experts we talked to believe that Trump's appearance down in the federal courthouse in Miami will not be long at all. They also believe that this indictment, as you said, involving the seized documents from here at Mar-a-Lago last August is not politically motivated. Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg says regardless of what Trump and many of his supporters say, the federal indictment is not politically motivated and also shows that former President Trump was directly involved in the alleged crimes.
You can't let this conduct go unchallenged. You have to pursue it, because if you're allowed to get away with this, then this means that our intelligence laws, our obstruction laws, our espionage laws mean nothing.
Now, former Department of Justice Criminal Division senior trial attorney and current South Florida criminal defense attorney Richard Serafini says that Trump will likely not have his fingerprints or mugshot taken tomorrow, and he'll be out on bond or his own recognizance right after his appearance in court. He also thinks the general public will most likely not see the actual documents seized from Mar-a-Lago, regardless of how the case plays out.
The court will, the jurors will, but you know, it's really unlikely that during the course of the trial, secret documents that are the centerpiece of an espionage charge are going to be published and released to the public. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of bringing the charge in the first place.
Again, former President Trump is expected to make his way into that federal courthouse in Miami tomorrow at 3 in the afternoon. For now, we're live outside of Mar-a-Lago. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.